In many ways, 2023 is the year of Aries, and this actually becomes much more prominent this month in April, not just because we're in your season, but because we have a total solar eclipse in your sign. This is happening on the 20th, and this is really beginning a new eclipse cycle that we are going to be in for the next 2 years. And so there is like this elevation that is happening for you right now. Plus, we also have the sun coming together with Jupiter in your sign. This is happening on the 11th. This is one of the luckiest days of the year. And for you, again, there is so much growth, there is so much expansion. You are just becoming magnetic. Before we get too far into this month's video, for those of you who are brand new to this channel, my name is Michael, and I utilize tarot and tropical astrology to intuit monthly forecasts for your zodiac sign. For those of you who are ready for a deep dive, you can find links for personal readings and distance Reiki sessions in the description of this video, or you can also find links to all of my other social media accounts and the accompanying blog post. Make sure to hit like, subscribe, and the bell notification so you don't ever miss out on what's in the cards for you. As I'm shuffling your cards, Aries, I'm going to talk a little bit more about what is going on astrologically here. We do have a full moon in Libra. That's kind of the first major event of this month. This is happening on the 6th. Libra is your opposite sign, and so there could be some sort of change that is happening for you in relationships. There could be something that is culminating between you and another person. Maybe some of you are actually walking away from relationships. However this is manifesting for you though, Aries, it really feels like it's connected with you and your sense of self and who you are, your sense of identity. So maybe some of you are stepping into a place where it's like you understand yourself differently, and you might not feel compatible with people you once felt very close to. Or maybe there are relationships that are changing and it's making you reassess the way you think about yourself. But to be honest, it really is more about you this month rather than other people. So this all could be happening quite internally. This might not even be happening in your physical life or in your relationships. There's a relationship with yourself that is really changing, and the way that you connect with other people, more in terms of dynamics and your beliefs around relationships. These are things that are going to be very, very prominent around this time. And yeah, some of you are going to be making some really big decisions this month with judgment. Maybe some of you already have felt these decisions or made these decisions, and it feels like, I feel like a lot of you have this thing you are looking to now, this future you are looking to now. There's like a path. I feel like there is a path for a lot of you. And if you don't see this clearly while you're watching this video, this is a good time to connect to your spirit, to connect with your soul. With Saturn having just entered the sign of Pisces last month, and now we'll be there until 2026 when it, it is 2026 when it enters your sign. There's a lot of energy that is giving you this momentum to make your dreams come true, to really take your spirituality seriously, to take your higher purpose seriously. And that's why it feels like your life is being swept up in a much larger current. I feel like a lot of you know what you're doing in this next chapter, or you have an idea, you have a sense of this. And for some of you, you may be in the process of moving or leaving things or people or places behind you with the Eight of Cups, and situations that you've outgrown. You know, there is this sort of like sweeping things up, getting things cleared out before you have this new beginning. I feel like this is going to be happening for a lot of you. And like, you know, solar eclipses, even though they tend to signify new beginnings that can be disruptive to our daily lives, they often are very much connected to the lunar eclipses, which bring endings and really make us see the world in a different way. You are in this threshold right now. You are between lives, but I really do feel like it is your clarity for what you want out of life that is really making you leave certain things behind you. That's what I'm getting for this group. You can let me know in the comments down below if it's different. Maybe for some of you, there is something that is kind of catalyzing you to move forward, but I actually feel like a lot of you are taking this initiative yourself, or you're feeling this momentum in yourself where it's like, you know what? I just have to go for this, and I can't let this person, this place, this job, this belief hold me back anymore, whatever this is for you. It feels powerful. And the card that is coming out as the most central energy for you this month is the Emperor. It's your card, Aries. I mean, come on. What else can I really say about this? This is beautiful. You are really in your power. You are stepping into your energy this month, Aries. And I feel like a lot of you are branching out on your own. And again, this could apply or manifest in many different ways. Maybe some of you are leaving relationships behind. Maybe some of you are moving. Maybe some of you are leaving a job. Whatever it is, it really feels like you are making this commitment to yourself, Aries. And this is very, very powerful for you energetically. Again, with the Sun and Jupiter coming into your sign, coming together in your sign on the 11th, this is a very potent time to do manifestation work. I really, really encourage you to use this window of time wisely, and even taking actions or steps towards things, especially at the beginning of April or the middle of April, because once we hit the eclipse window, once we have the new moon in your sign on the 20th, it's followed by Mercury going retrograde on the 21st, and that could really slow things down or bring up a lot of disruptions. So use this energy, use this peak of energy while it is very fresh and available. Granted, there will still be a lot of energy. There's still going to be a lot of things happening. But really use this window of time to manifest, to put out your intentions. And it's almost like connecting with the version of yourself that you want to be in the future. And something I'm even kind of thinking of is like a manifestation technique where you visualize your ideal future self, or the future you want to experience. You visualize that version of yourself, and you visualize those chakras lining up into your chakras, or your chakras kind of pulling you into that life. And it's like you're connecting those chakras. That chakra becomes a doorway, or all the chakras become doorways to bring you into that life you want to be living. Two of Wands. Yeah, really look into the future. Really plan for the future here. You're really thinking about the bigger picture. And it feels like, honestly, this feels like an envisioning to me. You're charting the course. And I mean, with Mars, with Mars in the sign of Cancer, you could also really be thinking a lot about, where is home? Where do I want to be? Where do I want to end up? And the reason I bring up Mars, sorry, it's your ruling planet, and it's been very stuck in the sign of Gemini for over 7 months, and it just entered into Cancer at the end of March. And so now there is this energy that is moving again too. You're getting out of your head, you're coming back into your heart. And it's interesting that I pulled that with the 9 of Cups, which is all about personal happiness, personal fulfillment, wish fulfillment, manifestations, and really just loving life. Where's all of this leading? Where's all of this leading for Aries? What other messages do we have for Aries? Show us clearly. Okay, so we have the King of Cups, 5 of Swords, and 2 of Pentacles. You're going to be making some really big decisions about the energy you want to surround yourself with. I really do get that. I really, really do get that. And like, honestly, Aries, I can just speak for myself. I know when I've entered into really beautiful and exciting chapters in my life, it's like right before then, there's simultaneously this culling. There's like relationships that fall away from my life, and there's people who kind of come into my life, because there's like this energy that is shifting, and it's like people just sense it, and some people want to take that for themselves, and people have this like kind of vampiric thing with it. And for other relationships, it's like you kind of have to cut people out, or like not necessarily cut people out, but just like distance yourself from conflicts, or like remove yourself from dynamics that aren't aligned with you anymore, because things are changing, things are shifting with the Two of Pentacles. And like you're really making this decision, who do I want to be around, who do I want to be like? And it's like, I think that's actually a great way to discern who's aligned for you, because it's like, who are the people you want to be like? Those are the people you should be spending time with. Those are the people you should be creating with. And I feel like there's some people who are very well-intentioned, actually, who just don't line up with you, or they don't know how to support you. With this Five of Swords. And I keep hearing selfish, like some of you might feel like you're being selfish, or someone might accuse you of being selfish, but it's like, honestly, when I see this King of Cups, I see a lot of maturity. I feel like you just don't have the energy or capacity to put up or play the games other people are playing. There are more important things for you to attend to. And I was talking about like the chakra thing with like your future self, like your ideal future self. A practice I've actually used with really great success, I would literally ask the future version of myself, or connect with that future version of myself, and be like, what does this version of myself eat every day? Like, what does his day look like? How does he start the day? What exercise is he doing? What is he doing before he goes to bed? Like, really getting those routines, really manifesting on that like nitty-gritty level, and implementing those changes. Those are other changes that you could be making as well. I feel like there are lifestyle changes that are coming for you, or that you are implementing, that's really, really important. And that might also be why other people are getting triggered, because there's something called group normalization, where if someone tries to make positive changes, or any sort of change, maybe to their diet, or they're trying to be more healthy or active, you'll often notice people be like, oh, well, you can just cheat on your diet once, or you don't have to go to the gym all the time. And you don't have to, but if you're genuinely feeling motivated to do that, and people are resisting you in this way, it's almost like they feel threatened by that, because it's like by you improving yourself or taking care of yourself, it makes them see themselves in a different way. It makes them feel inferior to you in a way. I get that. I get that vibe. Maybe some of you are just afraid of that happening, but I feel like for a lot of you, there's this thing with the people around you who are not really jiving with you, or you're not really jiving with them. And I mean, Mercury is going retrograde this month, and so that can really bring out a lot of miscommunications and misunderstandings. But it's almost like all the more reason to kind of focus on what it is that you're trying to build and cultivate in your life. What else do we have for Taurus? Show us clearly, please. Ace of Pentacles. Interesting how I was just talking about Taurus energy and kind of investing. This is all about planting seeds. Planting seeds this month. I actually think this is a beautiful month to literally plant seeds of intentions, especially those of you in the Northern Hemisphere. It is springtime. It is time to sow and to set intentions, to plant seeds for the future. Maybe even quite literally doing that as a sort of ritual to help you manifest something. But I mean, energetically, this is about new beginnings, new stability, new abundance coming in, new sources of abundance, or greater abundance. And it's interesting because it's almost like the Mercury retrograde that's happening in Taurus, while that can bring up disruptions and chaos, it is also a really good time to like reap what you have sown, or to really clarify what it is that you want in that area of your life. And again, this is all about finances. It's all about your values. It's all about your assets. What kind of lifestyle do you want to have or live? That feels important. Ace of Pentacles with the Six of Wands. I feel like there is something that you are getting recognized for that could lead to a promotion or a raise. Or if you work for yourself, you could just be getting a lot of business right now. Anything else? Wow, Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, this is actually really interesting. You know, retrogrades aren't always bad, because sometimes they do represent, as part of this reflection, like our efforts manifesting, coming back to us. And it's kind of like this wheel, like things are changing. Finances are changing, but it feels like they're changing for the better. And it's important to remember the bigger picture. Man, it is looking really good to be an Aries this month. I just gotta say, you are very, very lucky this month. Anyone with Aries placements, whether that's sun, moon, rising, or any planet really, is going to be very, very blessed this month. Anything else for Aries? I'm going to pull an animal card for you. What is the animal message for Aries? Show us clearly, please. We have the owl. So this often does speak of abundance and boons that are coming, things that you are sensing or seeing. Owls see no scarcity. They see and hear everything. They see and hear opportunities everywhere. And it's important that you trust your intuition. There's a lot of magic here for you at this time, and it's almost like there is this invitation to quite literally step into a new world or into a new life. What else do we have for Aries? Show us clearly, please. Anything else for Aries? Love it. We have the elk. You know, there's not a ram in this animal spirit deck, but I feel like this is actually very close to a ram energy, because there's a lot of stability here. There's a lot of growth. Elk often speaks of being a provider. So you could be so abundant that you are providing something for other people, or you're just building things for yourself. Again, it's really important that you're also taking care of your body, because elks are very close to nature and like what they are bringing into their body. And so it's important that you are taking care of yourself, body and spirit, with the elk and the owl. But I really feel like you are stepping into a powerful, powerful chapter here. There's a lot of recognition. There's a lot of opportunity for advancement. This is honestly like your year, Aries. The next couple of years are really, really important. And even with Saturn entering into your sign in 2026, it's like the next 5 years, Aries, are going to completely transform your life. And I think a lot of this is just beginning. in the month of April. So we do have to remember the bigger picture here. I'm not saying that all of this is going to come to fruition or be realized right away, but there is definitely something very significant and very, very powerful that you might be seeing or sensing or building in April. And with that, I think I will leave it here. Honestly, I feel like this is a very straightforward reading. This is a very huge, life-changing energy. Please let me know in the comments down below what you are manifesting, what you are creating, because I feel like part of this work is stating it. It's speaking it out into the universe. And I'm wishing you all the best. You can find all of my links in the description box down below. You're welcome to check out some of the other readings, maybe for your moon or especially rising sign is super important for the astrology. And I will see you all next time. Take care, Aries.